From the point of view of knowledge, culture, social development, Ingushetia had always been the leader in the region. As for the military aspect, at a time when technologies could not inflict vast amounts of casualties, everything was fated by invasions from Asia. When the English lost control over the plains, the land of freedom was reduced to the high mountains and gorges blocked by English fortresses.
В данном районе, около хребта Цейшты, где мы сейчас стоим, там, где это ущелье становится наиболее узкой, где смыкается два горных хребта. И здесь была возведена вот эта фортификационный объект, сооружение, которое препятствовало проникновению вглубь Галгая, вглубь горной Ингушетии, степняков, варваров со стороны севера. И состояла она из двух боевых башен, которые были связаны с поперечной заградительной высокой стеной.
Азия таштрибет кушука лакломон тухи банси галай галарбош ханап. Ама соуду халк огламче чидержиче тепа уни эпидемиш кидиш хани наха. Так саги мокли не жож вахри мах клака халишоч элуш ханап.
Ten years ago, I went to Mallory, a beautiful and rich settlement. Here stands what is probably the tallest structure in the Caucasus Mountains, a 6-story battle tower. At the end of the mountain spur, there was a crypt. It was full of remains. The English keep in memory that in the past, during times of epidemic, the crypts were used for quarantine. But the compassion towards the death of the dramatic life of their ancestors has gone. It came back to me the moment I made out the remains of babies and cradles in the crypt. When a lactating mother was infected, she had to take her baby, which perhaps still looked healthy, to the crypt to die with her. Obviously, some children were in fact healthy. Such was the price of freedom in our part of the world.
واقش ناخ وعدق لها أصحاب زين زوزو دق يرتش تخي ميال كش مش الله تاج أجاشي أجات عدخين ياش ناني يني شي بير ثاني از مش هردوار ده حال هتسات باباخش نهدوتش تا اونش خند وين جاخ او دي چه شريك شهر دايولش خني هم قيته ديش غلاجه از او قيته سغوي او قيته سغ داوه هي شي سچ اخوش خنو يوخت ميال كش مش اولش خنو سكتن ايش يا هم دات خوش خني بس او دا از حدين وي از وسي يحوا حچوا خنوس شيء أجلا زوستي تشيو إيش خنوس زنان بير إشت دعدقي ناخا ووخشان زي خدواتش إشت حدوات تدواتش خندس سقيتم خلر دس قيتم خلر.
In the northern Caucasus, to live like Europeans, it was necessary to become subordinate to the outlook not just on life, but on death as well. As they say, every Ingush has to have a tower for the living and a crypt for the dead. The non-autochthonous Asian tribes that had been migrating to the foothills of the North Caucasus were almost immune to epidemic bouts due to nomadism. They inhabited towns and settlements of the gorges of Ingushetia that were depopulated due to such epidemics.
დამწერლობა ვინმე მეძება ინგუშების პირდაპირ წინაპრები ვინ არიან? ორარტუელები, რომლებშიც იყო საზოგადოება ხაბქე, იგივე რაც ხამხი, დღევანდელი ინგუშეთი. ცნობილი უძველი урარტული საზოგადოება. ანუ იქიდან ისინი პირდაპირ მემკვიდრეები, კულტურული მემკვიდრეები არიან იმ ძველი ისტორიისა, რომელსაც დამწერლობა ჰქონდათ. ირანის მთები, სომხეთის მთები, აჭრელებულია ამ ნაწერები, урარტული ნაწერები.
The history of the Hurrians, the founders of Urartu, did not end with its fall. Part of them moved north to the highest mountains in Europe and founded their naturally made citadel, establishing a stronghold state, the Caucasus. The name that later became the toponym for all these mountain ranges from the Black to Caspian seas. This is the ethnonym which became the name of the white race, the country that has come to be known nowadays as Ingushetia. It boasts to have the longest democratic governance in the history, with 12 centuries of Christianity. The state in the lofty mountains towered above the surrounding ocean of eastern tyrannies for thousands of years. A nation that was stoically devoted to their culture, without a single hope that their democratic values would ever win over the world.